Have you ever been drawn to someone with such magnetic intensity that it didn't just excite you, it terrified you? Maybe you've met a person who felt instantly familiar, like a mirror to your soul. And yet, instead of comfort, you felt exposed, overwhelmed, and emotionally shaken. This isn't just ordinary attraction, it's something deeper, something sacred. And chances are, you're standing at the doorway of a twin flame connection, a bond that's as beautiful as it is bewildering. But why does a love so powerful often feel so frightening? In today's video, Spiritual Universe will help you understand the hidden fears behind twin flame relationships. We're diving into the deep spiritual and psychological reasons you might feel the urge to run from the very person your soul recognizes as home. You'll explore the mirror effect that forces you to confront your shadows, the paralyzing fear of rejection and abandonment, the intensity of divine timing, and the profound anxiety that arises when your soul begins to transform. This isn't just about love, it's about soul evolution, and we're here to guide you through it. By the end of this video, you won't just understand your twin flame fears, you'll embrace them. You'll begin to see your emotional reactions not as signs of weakness or confusion, but as powerful indicators of spiritual growth. You'll realize you're not going crazy, you're awakening. And instead of running from this love, you may finally be ready to stand in it, with clarity, with courage, and with the wisdom your soul has been waiting for. So stay with us. This is more than a video, it's a spiritual map through the most intense connection you'll ever experience. Watch until the end, and let Spiritual Universe illuminate the path your heart already knows. Number 1. The mirror effect, facing yourself through the eyes of the soul. Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt like you were staring into your own soul? That's the essence of the mirror effect in a twin flame connection. Twin flames are not just soulmates, they are divine mirrors. They reflect not only the brilliance of our light, but also the depth of our shadows, the parts of ourselves we've buried, denied, or feared for lifetimes. Meeting your twin flame can feel like walking into a hall of mirrors where each reflection uncovers another layer of truth. Truth you may not have been ready to see. It's like undergoing a spiritual X-ray that doesn't miss a single scar, wall, or soft, vulnerable corner of your being. One person once described it with haunting beauty. Looking into my twin's eyes was like seeing myself for the first time, raw, exposed, and terrifyingly beautiful. That kind of soul-level recognition is not easy to bear. It's intense, sometimes overwhelming. It pulls you into emotional depths you didn't know existed. And when you're not ready to face your full reflection, when your human self isn't prepared for what your soul already knows, the instinct to run can feel irresistible. The connection forces you under a spotlight, illuminating the hidden crevices of your spirit, and it can be too much for the ego to handle. But here's the sacred paradox. This uncomfortable, sometimes painful mirror effect is also the greatest gift your twin flame brings. Like a wise healer, it doesn't create your wounds, it reveals them. Every emotional trigger, every moment of fear, jealousy, or discomfort is not a punishment, but a divine invitation. It's a call to evolve, to rise, and to love yourself on a deeper level. The mirror doesn't lie, it doesn't condemn, it simply reflects, with clarity and honesty, who you are and who you are becoming. When met with courage and compassion, this mirror becomes your portal to healing. It shatters illusion, not your spirit. It breaks down false identities, not your worth. Your twin flame holds up a mirror so you can see yourself not as broken, but as whole, complete, messy, radiant, and real. This is the sacred work of the twin flame bond, learning to love yourself, not in spite of your shadows, but because of them. Because how can we truly love ourselves if we are too afraid to look at who we are? In the end, the mirror effect doesn't just show you your twin flame. It reveals you, your truth, your wounds, your light, your divinity. And that, more than anything, is where transformation begins. Before we move on, take a moment to sit with this truth. What has your twin flame mirrored back to you? Has it been painful, enlightening, or both? This journey is not just about union with another, it's about union with your truest self. The mirror effect asks for courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to grow. We'd love to hear your reflections. What part of this message resonated with your experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below, or simply type, "I'm ready to see myself clearly." Let this be your affirmation and your invitation to continue walking deeper into your soul's awakening. Number 2, overwhelm. When love feels too big to hold, have you ever felt a love so immense that your body could barely contain it? That's what the twin flame connection often feels like trying to hold the entire ocean in a teacup. The energy between twin flames is not just intense, it's expansive, raw, and sometimes excruciatingly beautiful. Many describe it as an emotional and spiritual flood, an inner tidal wave of love so vast it aches in the most sacred way. One person explained the feeling as if their heart was trying to explode through their chest, while another likened it to being caught beneath a 300-foot wave, overwhelmed, breathless, and utterly frozen in the force of it. This level of emotional and energetic impact can ignite what's known as a spiritual emergency. It's as if the soul is being jolted awake by divine lightning, shocked into a rapid transformation that shatters old paradigms and cracks open the heart. The love that exists between twin flames isn't ordinary. It's not something our world prepares us for. It's not logical, linear, or manageable. It is sacred, cosmic love, divine in origin, yet somehow contained within the fragile vessel of a human form. And therein lies the paradox. Imagine being handed the keys to a Ferrari when you've only ever ridden a bicycle. It's exhilarating, but also terrifying. Without the right tools and awareness, the power of that vehicle can become overwhelming, even dangerous. For many twin flames, this connection also sparks a Kundalini awakening, a surge of spiritual energy that rises through the chakras, activating higher states of consciousness and deep inner transformation. This is not just about romance or emotional chemistry, it's about the dismantling of ego, the unraveling of the past, and the rebirth of the soul into its highest potential. The pain, the pressure, the emotional chaos, it's not meant to punish you. It's your soul's way of pushing you beyond your earthly limits so you can remember who you truly are. When the intensity becomes too much to bear, grounding becomes essential. Simple acts like walking barefoot on the earth, spending time near water, meditating, journaling, or nurturing your physical body can help bring balance back to your energy field. Most importantly, remember this: you were not given this connection by accident. You were chosen because your soul is strong enough, wise enough, and brave enough to hold this magnitude of love. Even when it feels like too much, you're becoming more than you ever thought possible. Number 3, divine timing, the loss of control and the gift of surrender. In the world of twin flames, time doesn't tick according to human clocks. These sacred connections unfold not through logic or linear planning, but according to divine timing, an orchestration so intricate it often defies reason. Unlike traditional relationships that follow predictable patterns, twin flame unions are governed by cosmic laws that transcend our understanding. Trying to control this process is like trying to direct traffic in the middle of a hurricane, futile, exhausting, and humbling. You quickly learn that you're not the one in control anymore. Twin flames rarely meet under ideal circumstances. In fact, they often collide in the midst of chaos, during heartbreak, grief, endings, or even when one or both are entangled in other relationships. That's because the soul isn't interested in convenience. It's concerned only with growth. It recognizes the perfect moment for awakening, even if it looks messy, inconvenient, or painful from a human perspective. The moment your ego realizes it can't steer the ship anymore is the moment your transformation begins. This loss of control can feel frightening. It's like being a seasoned chess player suddenly watching the pieces move on their own, by rules you've never seen, toward outcomes you don't understand. But therein lies the great spiritual lesson: surrender. True surrender isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's the courage to stop fighting the current and instead float with trust, allowing the divine to take the lead. Because divine love doesn't follow logic. It flows with a higher intelligence, one that sees the entire journey even when you can only glimpse the next step. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the illusion that you ever had full control. It's about learning to dance with the unknown, to embrace divine orchestration even when it disrupts your plans. And it's about finding profound strength in trust, in knowing that what's meant for you will always find you, even if it takes longer than expected or arrives in ways you never imagined. The moment you stop resisting and start allowing, the true magic begins. You become aligned with your soul's path, no longer dragging your feet through fear, but walking with faith. In that surrender, you don't lose yourself. You finally meet the version of you that your soul has been calling forth all along. Imagine a woman named Claire, a devoted mother of two, navigating the heartbreak of a recent divorce. Her life feels shattered, and she's doing everything she can to rebuild with logic, routine, and control. Love is the last thing on her mind. Then, out of nowhere, she meets someone who feels uncannily familiar, like home in human form. The connection is undeniable, overwhelming, and inconvenient. He lives in another country. She's still healing. Everything in her logical mind screams, "Not now." But the soul has other plans. As Claire begins to feel the deep pull of this connection, her carefully reconstructed life starts unraveling again, not as punishment, but as an invitation to transform. At first, she resists, trying to make sense of it all, trying to time it according to what makes sense. But nothing works. Only when she surrenders, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically, does the path begin to reveal itself. She learns to trust the signs, embrace the timing, and let the universe orchestrate what her mind cannot control. In that surrender, she doesn't lose herself. She finds her true essence, her spiritual strength, and a deeper, more aligned kind of love. Claire's story reminds us that the soul's timing may not make sense to the mind, but it is always perfect. Number 4. Rejection. Fear. The terror of not being worthy of divine love. Have you ever encountered a love so vast, so complete, that it felt like the very peace your soul had always been searching for, only to find yourself frozen with fear at the thought that you might not deserve it? This is the cruel paradox at the heart of twin flame rejection fear. The twin flame connection promises a love that transcends time and space, a love that sees all and loves anyway. And yet, in its brilliance, it often casts the darkest shadows, awakening ancient wounds of shame, unworthiness, and self-doubt. The vulnerability can feel unbearable. When you meet your twin, you don't just feel seen, you feel exposed. Every flaw you've hidden, every crack in your foundation, every childhood scar and adult insecurity, suddenly it's all illuminated under the spotlight of divine connection. One twin described it as knowing, with haunting certainty, that their partner would eventually leave them and destroy them, unless they left first. So many do run, not because they don't feel love, but because the love is too sacred, too powerful, and the fear of being the one to ruin it is paralyzing. This fear of rejection is rarely born in the present moment. It often has deep roots in past betrayals, abandonment wounds, or a childhood where love had to be earned, performed for, or feared. When the twin flame enters your life, it stirs these old, unresolved traumas. Suddenly, you find yourself in a push-pull storm. You're magnetically drawn to the flame, but terrified of being consumed by it. The ego screams, "You're not enough," and sounds the alarm. It tells you you're broken, flawed, too much, or not enough to be loved by something this divine. But here's the truth. This fear is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of the parts of you still waiting to be loved. Your twin didn't come into your life to reject you. They came to shine light on the parts of you you've rejected within yourself. They came to help you heal the lie that you are unlovable. Because when they look at you, they don't just see your pain, they see your soul. And they love you because of it, not in spite of it. The challenge in this journey is not to earn their love, but to receive it, to let it in, to believe that you are worthy of something this sacred, because you are. You were chosen for this journey not by mistake, but because your soul is ready. Every flaw you think disqualifies you is actually a doorway to healing. Every crack is a place where the light can enter. You are not too broken for divine love. You are being broken open so that love can reach the deepest parts of you. If you've made it this far, it means you're not just curious. You're ready to grow. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever pushed love away because you didn't feel worthy of it? Has your twin flame journey brought up fears you didn't expect? You're not alone. Your story matters, and your voice could be the mirror someone else needs. If you feel called, share your experience in the comments. We read every one. Or if you're still finding the words, simply type, "I am worthy of divine love." Let that be your affirmation, your intention, your first step toward healing. Number 5, spiritual transformation. Fear, the death of the ego, the birth of the soul. Have you ever felt that loving someone could completely unravel you? That a connection so sacred, so intense, might not only change your life, but demand your entire being? That's the essence of the twin flame journey. It's not merely a romantic fairy tale or a search for the one. It's a path of radical transformation, a sacred crucible where the ego dies and the soul is finally allowed to breathe. This transformation doesn't come gently. It doesn't ask for permission. It comes like a storm, demanding your walls, your identities, your illusions. The ego, crafted carefully over years to protect you, begins to crack. And beneath the masks and stories, something far more beautiful and terrifying emerges. Your soul, raw, real, divine. Few are truly prepared for this level of spiritual exposure. This isn't just change, it's annihilation. It's the dark night of the soul, where everything you believed about yourself begins to dissolve. Your achievements, your labels, even your relationships may start to feel like foreign lands. You stand at the edge of yourself, uncertain whether to jump or run. But something inside knows. There's no going back. The fear that arises during this time is not weakness. It's the ego's cry for survival, a desperate attempt to hold on to the known. But the twin flame connection was never meant to feed the ego. It exists to break it, to burn it down, so the soul can rise like a phoenix from the ashes. You're not losing yourself. You're remembering yourself, your true, eternal essence that existed long before fear, pain, or separation. This is not destruction. It is divine refinement. The fear you feel is a signal that something holy is awakening within you. It's a birth cry, not a death knell. The path of twin flames is sacred, and its purpose is singular. Your soul's evolution. You're not being punished. You're being polished, purified, and prepared to embody your highest self. So if you're trembling, if you feel like everything is falling apart, trust it. You are not breaking. You are breaking open. This is the death of illusion and the birth of the soul. The fear that emerges within a twin flame connection is not here to destroy you. It's here to reveal you. It's not a flaw in your journey, but a feature of it. This fear is the spiritual pressure that cracks open the shell of ego so your soul can begin to shine. These aren't the surface-level fears of everyday relationships. These are soul-level tremors designed to awaken the divine within you. Every time you tremble in front of this connection, every moment you doubt your worth or question your strength, remember, these are not signs that you are unworthy. They are proof that your soul is waking up. Running from these fears only delays your divine timeline. Avoiding the mirror keeps you from becoming the radiant being you were always meant to be. The twin flame path will return again and again until you choose to stop running and start transforming. When you make the sacred decision to face your fear, to breathe into it, to sit with it, to ask what it's here to teach, you step into your power. You make the shift from wounded ego to awakened soul. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about allowing yourself to be shaped, refined, and elevated by the fire of your own becoming. So let this be your invitation. Do not fear the fear. Welcome it. Let it break you open. Let it turn you into light. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment below with the words, "Let fear forge my soul into light." Your voice matters, and your journey inspires others. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a soul who needs it, and stay with us by watching the video that appears on your screen now. Your next step may just be waiting there.